Hopefully that fixed it.
Let me.
All right, I'll go back to this. Keep me posted on it. If I have to redo it again, I'll redo it again. All right, I'm going to come back here. So I posted ads. I'm posting ads here in business ads for free and classifieds for free. And you guys don't need to see me post the ads. I mean, that's America's Samoa. How that went, I'll go ahead and post it. I keep posting these in the next one, right? You guys know how to do this already, or you should. If you haven't learned this yet, you will. We're in America's Samoa, and I'll keep posting them. But what I did do is in options and thank you, which is under headlines and ad training, go to options. You guys all have access to this. If you're brand new, you're going to get access to it in session 2. But go to the options and thank you. Then I go into options marketing, and then there's CFF, and just go to the CFF BAFF business ads for free 3.3.26. And if you guys want to see what I was working on today, I took a little longer than because I was showing the new stuff to everybody that was there for the first hour. But right here, there's my CFF ad, and there's my BFF ad, and you'll see that the verbiage to use. And you guys, we should be putting these out there everywhere it makes sense, in every, great headlines and great categories, and pushes out there in those images. That's what that is. So I put that out there for today. It's there for you guys to have. Your instructor can walk you through this in the study halls, but you want to be spending, 2 to 4 hours minimum every week creating pages and marketing pages. And it should be a 50-50 spent of time. So if you spend 2 hours making pages, you should spend 2 hours marketing pages. That's always just been my guiding rule of thumb. All right, 1 second here. So I did that. You guys can see that. I showed you where that's at. I posted an ad in Lecanto. I try to post everywhere we can, but I'm really focused on classifieds for free and business ads for free. And then I go focus on the other ones after that and renew. And I'm on a personal mission to get thousands and thousands and thousands of these done, because it makes a difference. I'm going to go here and check this, and I'm just going to give you guys, even for me, I've spent time where I targeted in just one area of online posting. And US net ads used to be my go-to place, and I put a lot of time there. They're down. They were there for years. And I'm just going to tell you guys, the only good news about them being down, and I keep hoping they come back, so I check them every day, is this. My share, I'm going to come talk to you guys. My income from Google AdSense dropped an average of $20 a day, or $600 a month, once they went down. That's how big of an impact my advertising was there. Now, for those that have been here for years, you probably saw me do 1 million ads on US net ads and their whole network. It was a major thing. And I have calendars when I'd go and renew my ads every year on days of the year and put stuff out there. I mean, massive action done over years. And it really built up, the action. And pretty much the day they went down, I saw a drop in my revenue, and it sustained that drop. And I've pretty much ascertained it. That's what it was. Now, good news, I'm still making money. But it's a lesson to spread out in the classifieds, for free areas, all those that are there. And, now we have free traffic sites that we focus on. Attend your study groups. But, just because classifieds for free and business ads for free, they're the same guy that runs them. They're very easy to use. And it's my go-to, but do not put all your eggs in that basket. Now, over the years, classifieds for free has had issues. I remember they went down. I lost over 300,000 ads. Some of us, I know some of you guys were here too and lost all that, and we go and rebuild. But I got to tell you, overall, the income that I have made from the ads on link posting has been tremendous. Okay. Now, to celebrate, we have 2 people that I know of that got Google AdSense approved, and their instructors put there. Now, I personally have several students in the process. Okay. But I want to give them some highlight and some celebration today. So let me pull them up. And then we're going to go and have a huge celebration showing you guys this training system now that we're all going to use. And I'm going to go there. So hopefully we don't see any gray screen. Dina, are you good?
Good now.
Okay. So I'm going to go to widgets. And the first person I'm going to roll up is Carlos Sorenzo. And I hope Carlos is here today. And I want you guys to know I'm super proud when anyone gets this, because it means they figured it out. They did the training. Now they're a professional blogger. They got sponsorship to pay them, and it's up from here. Okay. Everything that we built to get going, they now have access to everything. And now we build the teams and benefit from the growth and the leverage of that. But now their efforts can monetize, and now the reach can be big. And now it's up to us to get creative on what we write and what we do, right? All right, Carlos Sorenzo, congratulations on getting Google AdSense. It's 2n58.com. All right. Now to everybody, he's set. He's set, right? Now we can do the rest of the stuff, work on the training, everything's good. The next one, Pat Young. Pat Young. And I'm going to just put this out there. I love seeing this happen. Now I'm going to give you some recognition. Pat Young works with Niall and Dina Eddy, and Carlos works with Trevor Aarons, which means he gets to work with me as well. And I'm very proud of you guys. We'll be celebrating this for forever now. And now it's just keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm going to stop this for just a second. And let me go into a highlight. This coming Saturday and Sunday is an Evolve 2-day event. Now, I know people are getting their tickets. You'll get the notification of the Zoom meeting room to log into on Saturday and Sunday. The 2-day event for Evolve, if you don't know what that is yet, I'm going to kind of highlight it coming up here in the next training. For those of you that haven't attended one yet, the next one's this weekend. All right. And it's the full day, Saturday and Sunday. It's 9 to 5 Mountain Time. So 11 to 7 Eastern. They're operating out of Utah. So they're in Mountain Time Zone. So that's why we give that. But it's 9 to 5 Mountain Saturday, 9 to 5 Mountain on Sunday. It's 2 incredible days of training on this entire real estate program that we have. And once you attend the 2-day, you are upgraded in the learning management system, and you get access to a lot of other things as well. And this is just part of the progression in our training. And, and we have hundreds that need to attend it that haven't yet. And then we have thousands, but we have hundreds that are pretty much at that point to do it. And as soon as you understand this, it allows you to take advantage of that. Meanwhile, the whole idea is to build up the rest of your businesses with us, get your cash flow coming in, and then be open to take on more once you understand the core skill sets. We teach you 3 skill sets here. And once you learn those 3, they're going to help you in all other areas of marketing and expansions that we have. Art of the PBS, how to actually be a blogger, how to be a communicator in the blogging world. That's an art form of its own. It's a skill set. That also works hand in hand with the art of communication, or what I call the art of BRT, building relationship and trust. The more you learn that skill set, that helps you with your blogging communication. They go hand in hand. It also helps you communicate to grow your teams and develop leadership and so forth. Third skill set is the art of what I call the CRM, or how to use our technology. And learning how to use the technology allows you to utilize the tools to leverage and grow your businesses even more. Those 3 skill sets and what you learn along the way in those are going to help you with the real estate program and everything else we do, because it's all the same skill sets that allow you to take advantage of all the circular marketing and circular tools and progressions that we have here. Everything's working together. We're not a jack of all trades and spread out. We're learning how to focus on the processes so that we can market multiple things. It's the same reason why a grocery store is successful versus just a deli, a bakery, the butcher. They're all together, all the aisles together. People can go to one place and itemize and get their stuff. We're doing the same thing in a marketing house concept, which is what the performance blogging system is in a digital printing way, right? Okay, let's have fun. I'm going to I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to log in first so we don't get kicked out here. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, now I did this during the BFA event. And I don't know if you guys can tell how excited I was, but I'm going to tell you, this is going to make training for everyone so much better. Just better. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm in the screen now. We're going to go here, and this is evolverealestate.co. You're going to log in from there. If you do not have an account in here, get with your instructor. You should have one. They should be setting you up in this. If you haven't already been set up already, everyone gets this, okay? And this is our learning management system. So we have all the training on RRR247.com. I'm just going to pull up RRR, okay? This is our training system. This is always going to be a mere reflection of both. This is where it is. So you come here and you got to do this first, second, third, then you got step one. You do step one, you come and do step two. This is all redundant, and that's great. In our courses, though, we have to start here with an explanation of where you're going. And I highly recommend this is good to go for review so you know exactly what we're teaching you. This is the BFA event, and this needs to be updated the 14th. I'm going to have you guys wait 1 second because that's just going to bug me. Hold on. I'm going to make you guys wait because I'm going to go crazy till I fix that because that needs to be done. That needs to be done now because it's the next one's the 14th. Okay, we'll try this again, shall we? I'm going to refresh this. Voila, we're good. Okay, and this gives a walkthrough of what's there, the itinerary for the BFA event. Just it's there, right? I'm going to go back to my courses. This is the Evolve Real Estate, and we come back to this when it's time. But this has a preview of what's going to happen this weekend. It's an hour-long preview. You can study that, and then you can enroll. And make sure you use the coupon RRR247. It makes it $197 for the 2-day training, not $497. RRR247 people get $300 off. You have to use that coupon code. Don't forget it. And you can enroll by just clicking here. It'll take you right to get that set up. It's there. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my courses. Right here is the Access Online Wealth Creation Through the Power of Marketing. And this course is where the PBS and everything is at. Okay. So it talks about the support and training for the Evolve Real Estate programs. Then it goes into action items 1, and it just explains everything about our BFA event, our IBO program. Action item number 4 to activate your PBS. Read the book. Session 1, session 2. It tells you all these things that are there, so you understand it. And then we go to Marketing is Freedom. So you just hit continue, and you just go on step by step. So this is the first thing that's going to take you to here is it's going to take you to, I go to Marketing is Freedom, which is already marked off. That's what it's already done. So it says completed. So you'd start here. If you read the book, you'll mark completed. And then you're going to go on to what performance blogging system is. And this is going to come right on. This is the 18-minute video, the Keystone video that, you should have seen when you went with your instructor, but if not, it's right here, right? And you can just play it right there, right? And this explains how the performance blogging system works. Everybody here pretty much has seen this, understands it, but it's there just to see, and then you can activate it. And you guys, our activation price is unbelievable. And there's some changes we're working on right now, but instructors, when we get students going, we get them going for $98, right? A $49 activation, $48.95 for the first 90 days of hosting. And it's explained here. And they should already be set up with this, but if not, they can get it set up. They can see the value and they can literally just click on here to activate it, right? And this will bring up the cost. It tells them what it includes, tells them the value, and they're getting it set up for $97.95. All right. So all that's spelled out. They get that going. It takes a couple days to get that set up, right? And then from here, they're going to go, it says 72 hours, but usually it's 48. They're going to do session 1 with their instructor, session 2 with their instructor, and those are all here, right? So I'll come down here, I'll say complete. And then it says preparing for your instructor training with your PBS, and basically make sure you're reading the book, okay? Then you complete that. And then here's session 1 of training, and you're supposed to be doing this with your instructor. But if you need to go back and do it, it's here. And when you complete it with your instructor, you just mark it off that you completed it. Yeah, and you can still go back and review it. So you just mark off where you're at. Now, for everybody that's existing here, I don't care if you've been here 12 years, 8 years, 4 years, you should go through this exact process and just mark off everything you've done just so it feels good to get it done. But, after you complete session 1, you're going to be walked through how to get into your PBS, right? You watch session 1, you're going to complete that. You get an introduction into Anchor 1, which we do all that in session 1. So you're going to mark off that you've done that. And then we're into session 2. And you should receive a session 2 email that has all the stuff that you do. It's all spelled out what you should have done. And we'll hit complete. And then I'm going to hit complete again because, you got your session 2 going to session 3. All that stuff is set up during session 2. And if that's done, great. We hit complete. And now we're into session 2 going to session 3. We're into step 1 of training. And now we're actually building out our PBS. So we've completed session 1. We've completed session 2. And this is where everybody's going to start. And they're going to go step by step by step. And as they complete it, they'll mark it off. And it lets you just check things off and get done. And you can't get, this is a train track. You're going to stop at every station, right? You can't skip ahead. You're on a train. You're going down there's only, there's only one way that train's going to go, right? And every time you stop and do something, and you know exactly where you're at, because when you log it back in here, so let's say I leave this, when I go back into my course, I'll come here and hit continue. It's going to take me right where I'm at. Oh, I'm on here. So I watch this training. I understand it. And if I need to see it in full screen, I can go to the master page and go find it. I can go to step 1 and find it if I need to. All of them are set up this way, but I can watch it here. And then when I hit complete, I go right to the next one. And this is PBS Initial Setup Part 1, right? And I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch this. And when I get done, I'll hit complete. And now I'm into PBS Initial Setup Part 2. Setting up your Google Docs or backing up your PBS. And when I get that done, I'll hit complete. And so on and so forth, all the way down. So as I complete in the PBS Initial Setup Part 3, Part 4, all of these are in here. And, you just do, and this one's got a lot more. You just do over one and get them all done. But once that's done, you mark it done. I'm done with that. Now I'm in PBS Initial Setup Part 4, right? And this is all part of building your PBS Step 1. And when all these are done, then we're into the PBS Session 3 training and building into PBS Step 2. Everything we do, all the way it's been trained and structured, is now in a click-by-click, step-by-step process in the learning management system that we run through on evolverealestate.co. Now, the real estate's a big part of our program. It's for wealth creation as people are creating cash flow. We're doing a lot there, and we built our learning management system off the back end support of this. What that allows allows us to do is a lot of things. So you guys should understand this. I'm gonna segue from this and go back to the courses. The Evolve course is there. And then we have some other things here. And this is the time secrets from a traveling millionaire. This is Tanya in my life, how we do it. Some great stuff that's there. I put more and more things, and that's fun for me. I put that for you guys. Then we have what is a private room. And basically, as you do more and more things with us, we give you access to more and more ways to create wealth and passive ways to create wealth. And that's what the private room's about. Now, once you attend the Evolve 2-day, you go up from this access to a different access, and you get way more courses that are going to involve access to the private room, access to the rest of the timeshare secrets, but also all the training modules for the Evolve Real Estate program of everything you get from attending the 2-day and so on. And then once you become fully involved in Evolve, you get the full access, which comes with even more stuff. And that's your access here is based on that, and it's controlled by that. But we're going to have a lot of people that are here, and all of our student leads, people that want to be a student, they all get access to this, and they all can start with here, and they can all evolve. We love that name. They can all evolve forward in all the aspects of what we teach, all from this admin. And what's really good about it is I can get on a screen share on Meetin with any of my students, and whether they've stopped doing work or they're back and forth for weeks or months, we can log in and see exactly where they left off and just pick it up again. And we're in such we are in such a groove now on how we build and how we structure stuff with our team building and our support. We have this very awesome backbone of training that we can all fall back on for each of our students and ourselves. And it feels overwhelming when you look at it, but when you do it step by step and you're marking things off, it's always a lot more doable, because the reality is you're making progress, you're getting better, and you can always go back and review something, but you also know where you're at in the progression of things. Once you finish step 1 and you start doing the marketing, now you're working in both aspects of the business, the team building and getting your PBS out there and the marketing your PBS and so forth. And then you're going to be completing your PBS and marketing your PBS pages and learning how to do everything to get Google AdSense. And then you're going to go forward to expand and build even more. And we're tied in the group, and you understand how things go. There's a process to what we do. And when we follow the processes, it makes the system work. And everything is here to lay out for everybody in that regard. All right. So everybody has this. Now, if you don't have access to the Evolve Real Estate, get with your instructor. They'll get you set up. It's quick. We do it. When you're doing B-marketing, we have a way to set that up and go forward with that. And this is something that it's been a long time coming. It's here now, and we all need to use this, and we all need to go through this in here. Now, when we do the BFA event, we now have this to lean on there as well, because everybody at the BFA event, we make sure they have access to this. If they didn't get this already before, and they know exactly what the routine is to start. They work with us to walk through things, but they can understand, okay, it's about blogging and marketing, but we have all these other things that are part of what we do too, and they can learn it in the right order and as they're ready to learn it. Everything's in a proper learning management structure, LMS, learning management system right here. Okay, I'm going to stop my share. All right. Now, oh my gosh, it is so satisfying to check things off. And also, I was saying this with our leadership today, earlier today. I know that when I work with a student and they're marking off as they get it, there's a sense of accomplishment, and you feel like you're actually getting something done, because you are. There is something about checking a list. In fact, it sets off endorphins, and you actually feel like you're accomplishing something, because you are. And so we have everybody to go through here. Now, all of us old dogs need to go do it too, because you can't teach what you don't know, and you just got to be a lesson ahead, right? The best teachers are at least one lesson ahead of the student. So, and now we have a means for everybody to know where they're at, and they can fall back on it, and they can't, if they feel lost, they can just go log back in, go to that section, it takes them right where they let off. And we get things done. And I can get on a meeting with any of my students, just like our leaders can get on with their students. I can have them share their screen, log in their evolverealestate.co account, go into their section and see exactly where I know exactly where they are. No guesswork. And if they're stuck, great. We pick where they're stuck. I know exactly where to work with them. We can do it in the teams as we do things. Yes, Rebecca, I'll tell you that. And we've streamlined things. The only thing that I have not adapted to the videos that are in there now, and I'm just going to leave it be, is the mystery box addition to FSN. It's a little ad, and we can cover that. But yeah, everything is just spelled out to go that way. And what you'll notice is anything that we add, other than little tweaks, we do in step 5. And if I ever update step 5, I'll update it in the LMS for everybody. And then I just let everybody know, like, hey, go back to step 5. We've added some stuff in there. And then you can go check it off so you know you didn't miss anything. That's the other really cool thing about it. So think about this. When we add something in the future, because we don't know what we're going to add, right? There's things coming across my desk all the time, and we add something cool. We're going to add it in step 5. I update it as another lesson in step 5, and then everybody now has something else to go check off and complete. So, okay, get to it when you can. It's all right there. How cool is that? Yeah, Rebecca, we all don't care about misspellings. I think we all read well enough to understand what you mean. But you guys, this is awesome. Okay, and it makes our jobs better as instructors. It makes students' jobs better to be students. And so now we have all this stuff. So I'm just going to say we have this amazing flow. Walk through the marketing flow right now because I'm so proud of it. Okay, goes like this. It's the beginning part of March. February 28th, the last day of February, was a Saturday. And that was an awesome event. Okay. After that event, for the next week, this week, we're all working on our standard V marketing. We're trying to do BRTs. We're working ideally 100 new leads in your V marketing, sending text 1s out, right? Dealing with those that say yes, they're ready to go, and then sending text 2s, sending the email out, and then doing the text 3 process where we're adding them into Evolve, we're adding them FSN, and then we're trying to call them and get a hold of them and do the BRT. And then that's what we're doing all next week. And then the week after next, which is the week leading to the March 14th. So every 2 weeks, BFA event. The week leading up to that Saturday, we are inviting people to the BFA event with a special text. And hopefully we're all calling to invite them to that BFA event. So those of you that get a hold of and do BRTs in the week opposite the BFA event, great. But then the week leading to, if we have scheduled BRTs, of course we do those, but we're also trying to invite people and getting them in front of Trisha and I to do the BFA and the IBO presentation on that Saturday. And we got it down to about 70 minutes, 70, 80 minutes. We're going to keep it under 90 minutes for sure. And it's, guys, it's picking up a lot of steam. This is the rhythm we all get to do. And what's really good about this is for all of our new students that are entering the instructor zone and they're getting the V marketing going on, we just gave everybody just a better way to move forward and bring team members in. Just a way better way. This has proven itself out. It's genius. We just got to keep on the rhythm of it. And this is what we press on. And so now it's a matter of everybody with their V marketing and their PBS Vortex, adding 100 a week, 50 a week, and eventually have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, et cetera, students that you're churning through on an ascension marketing basis to get the right ones into your team and grow. If we all are adding 2, 3, 4 people over the course of a month or two, we're all growing. It's a little bit of success consistently that makes us work. We don't all got to be master performers and bringing on lots of people to our team. It's a lot of us doing a little bit consistently. That's it. We do what we can do, but the leadership can help you more because you're just inviting people to that BFA event, and then we make sure they're there and we get them going. Brian, if you got a white screen, I'm not sharing my screen right now, so it could be on your side. So either exit and come back in, see if it fixes it. I would recommend that. Sometimes it's a browser issue. Sometimes it needs a reboot. All right. Awesome. And Kay, that's you guys, and let me stress on this. And Tricia, if you can come on, tell me if I'm wrong. People can submit an IBO any day. It's open all the time.
Oh, yes, yes. Day and night.
We do a big focus on the BFA event so that we can bring a lot of people in that we couldn't do the full BRT with. And we found that that was a good way to get more people going. And we do it every other week so that Tricia can catch up. But the regular schedule BRT session 1, session 2, or they're ready later, or whenever they're ready to submit them is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's all set up.
We have 4 members on our support team that are fully cross-trained by myself. And so we have 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday coverage on our support desk. And then I'm always checking in on the weekends.
You guys, we know we break things, so we just set things up right. And this is why I just check in with Tricia. Hey, how did it go? How are we doing? You know, I've got people that are getting their stuff ready. I got a couple that I have a couple that their spouse has to get on board. So I said, have them watch that. I'll answer the questions. And Trisha's really good to answer the questions too. You know, these are people that they feel comfortable with me. And there's they just have some questions. And I love to talk about the IBO. But if you don't know enough to talk about it, just fill it out and talk to Trisha. She'll answer everything.
And I always emphasize the assessment call is not a sign-up call. It's an information call.
Yeah.
And
they're not obligated.
Rory knows that I'm open. If your spouse wants to learn about it or another family member, I mean, I've been on the phone several times with partners on the phone to explain it to them as well. You know, sometimes I hear them in the background and they're trying to hide that they're listening in, and I always welcome in. I said, oh, please put them on speaker and introduce myself to the spouse as well. If it's a decision that they want to make together, I want them both to have the information to make the best decision for them.
And you guys, the best part about what we do is we under promise and over deliver on everything we do. And the IBO is no exception. We don't overstate what it is. We don't have to. It's so good. What it is good enough, right? So we present it, we cover it, and we know they're going to have some questions and things that come up. And that's why we do this. It's, you know, and it's all part of the art of communication. Like you properly communicate, it solves everything, right?
Right.
Right. Yes, Rebecca.
Go ahead. Answer Rebecca's question.
Family and friends. Adam is a new lead in the CRM. I always recommend that, mainly because we do want them to hopefully pursue with us and do other things with us. If they came through the BFA event or through the family and friends, we get them going in the IBL first. We definitely want them in there, tied to you and the notes that on who they belong in the family member, so that as they go forward, obviously we put them under Velabita under the family member. We put them under the Vortex under the family member. We put them under FSN under the family member, so that we want to keep everything organized just like a student lead that way. Thank you, Rebecca. That was actually probably the best timing of that question. Thank you. Go ahead, Tricia.
No, I was just going to say, you know, Roy, you say there's going to be hiccups, that we're dealing with banks, there's going to be issues, but this is our program. And so if there are issues, if there are concerns, you know, Jim, Rory, and I, we're constantly working together, and there is the contractual guarantee for 6 months of a minimum. And we honor that. If by chance we had an advertiser that just things didn't work out or they weren't complying with our rules, we would still honor that. So it's just really important to know that this program was built for this community and that it's our program, that we honor our family.
Yeah, I can't even tell you guys how happy that we are that it's running the way that it is, and we're really grateful for Tricia's expertise. But I also tell you, like all good businesses, the failures that happened before created the success that you get now, because we didn't know what to prepare for without those problems. We didn't know things could go like the way they could go, and now we prepare against it. It's freaking awesome. And I just got to tell you guys, like, the confidence behind everything we do now, in case you can't feel it from me, it's never been this good. And we get to help a lot of people. So, you know, we go forward, and, you know, right now I really want to make sure we're concentrated on our student leads. We're reaching out, we're doing all that. And then we're going to constantly be adding, you know, new ones all the time. Robin, you want them in the CRM before you invite them, but you can also invite them, just add them, right? It's really easy to add them. And the main reason is, remember, we take care of ourselves, right? So if they're in the CRM to you, and if let's say that they show up to the BFA event and they're like, oh, I don't know who I work with. Well, the MSIs go pull them up. They're going to say, oh, that's you work with Robin. They're going to connect you right together because the CRM protects us. So that's what the main reason to use it. You know, I invite people, you know, I'm inviting people from everywhere into it because if I only have so many hours in the day, but I have this incredible team of MSIs that are willing to support anybody coming in. And you know, and I share with my instructors too. So I like to create that type of a mass, but I definitely try to add them to the CRM as much as possible. And then obviously a lot of the, you know, the student leads I'm working, they're already in the CRM. So the answer is if they're outside of the CRM, put them in there, invite them in, but you know, as long as you put their, you know, name, email, phone number at least, and assign it to yourself, that's all you got to do. And the way you do that, log into your I call it the PBS Vortex, right? Log into your CRM, go to leads, add new at the top, and put them in that way. And it'll automatically create it assigned to you. Make them a lead and upgrade them to a customer and put the notes in accordingly and make sure you're assigned to it and you're the admin. And then make sure that they're like community member and or a student pending BRT, whatever this, put that in there for your records, right? Yeah, and just make and it's just so that nobody else works with them. Now I'm going to tell you, people are funny, right? And so we do this, and I've had people like try to bypass me, and who can I work with or whatever else, you know, they want to get going. But you know, and the MSIs are, hey, your two guys came in, it's perfect. And if I have too many, and I'm going to be very proud and tell you what happens. Then I just say, Stacy, Niall, whoever, can you guys take them? No one tells me no. It's amazing. But I also know that our MSIs are going to take really good care of them. And it allows me to focus on bringing more and more in. Now, all of our groups, you guys, the more you get familiar with working the process of the technology with the PBS Vortex and inviting people in, you will have people that after 5-6 times of seeing it, they show up on their own. And then they message one of the admins in the host situation in the BFA event, and we connect you. I have people show up that I haven't talked to in a long time or ever. They're just one of my student leads that are showing the BFA events. And I've invited them to how many now? 6, 7. Over and over again. I'm just dripping on them. It's the power of Ascension marketing. You know, they see it. They're too busy. They don't see it. It goes, you know, they don't, then they see it again. And then they're finally like, oh my gosh, this thing comes to me like every couple of weeks. Maybe I should check it out. I can go this Saturday. And then they show up. All those things are happening. This is why we do massive action, consistently doing it, right? And if you're only reaching out to 25 or 50 a week, great. You're doing something. And if your whole team is doing that, now we're getting leverage, right? We're getting leverage. So let's go to this. We're going to go to the instructor Zoom or meeting, the instructor meeting next for instructors. And then following that, we're going to kick over to the, we're going to kick into the Millionaire course.
Yeah,
and the Millionaire course this week is for everybody that invited, 200, at least send out 200 invites and hopefully phone calls, not 200 phone calls, but phone calls along with that last week. Okay. And we'll give you guys that login sheet in the instructor Zoom and we'll go over there. All right. Love you guys. See you next training. We got a mode going. Attend the trainings, get your people in there. We just go. And you guys, we're going to be working a lot on crafting new things. You guys, I can't wait for Candace's training. She prepares so well on Thursday. All right. And Kylie, I guarantee Trish got that. And she can check that out with you. All right. All the instructors know where to go. See you there.
Don't forget to stop the streaming.
Thank you.